You can also listen to us on SoundCloud at soundcloud.com/theclockcleaners.
Hello and welcome to the Clock Cleaners Podcast. I'm Matt.
And I'm Keith.
And today we'll be reviewing Raw from May 15th.
So I thought Raw was a decent show overall.
Yeah, it was pretty good.
Yeah.
It didn't have the
dead segments, I guess.
Well, I was going to say you kind of felt like some things would happen.
Well, there was a lot that did happen on the show.
Well, I meant in terms of unexpected things. Like, I actually thought that The Miz might have actually beaten Dean.
Oh.
It seemed like it at points.
Well, you kind of had to figure they were going to have another match.
Oh, yeah. I'm just saying that I didn't think going into it that he would, but it was believable based
All
off
right,
of
well,
how
we
the
just
match
gave
went.
away one of the matches already.
So, this is a recap. This doesn't
True.
happen during.
Maybe some people don't want to sit for 3 hours and watch Raw, and they just want to listen to a recap.
Well,
and
what
they're
if
spoiled right away?
What if all they cared about was that match, and so they only have to listen to us for about 30 seconds? What'd you think of that?
All right, fair enough.
Damn straight.
Jeez. All right, so we started the show with Kurt Angle, right, coming to the ring.
Mm-hmm.
And he announced that Braun Strowman is injured and out for up to 6 months.
Yeah, with his elbow,
With
right?
an elbow, yes. Which actually is not true. It was, I believe it came out yesterday. I think probably the Wrestling Observer mentioned that he's actually going to be back in time for SummerSlam.
Oh, the time was
Yeah,
not true.
yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
I thought you meant
the injury?
type.
No,
Okay.
yeah, that's true. Which was strange if they knew his injury last week.
Yeah,
and
they usually. Well, no, they just wanted to write him off last week.
Yeah, I know, but I mean, I don't know. It looked like. Yeah, I guess that makes sense.
He went after his shoulder, which was clearly above his elbow.
Yeah.
So it probably is.
Some of those chair shots were kind of low.
Roman was drunk, so what's the matter?
Whatever.
It's not his fault he can't aim.
It's true. Hopefully he's a better aimer in the bathroom.
Sure. Sure. Okay.
Let's
Let's go with that.
So anyway, since Braun is injured now, he will no longer be able to face Brock Lesnar at Great Balls of Fire, which is kind of what they were insinuating. Because
Yeah, but it was never actually announced.
no, but I think that's kind of where they were leading up to it.
Well, yeah, because of his path of destruction.
Right.
And he kept on insisting that he face Brock Lesnar.
Mm-hmm. So Kurt said that we're gonna have a fatal 5-way.
Yeah, it's funny because Raw's thing is 5 ways,
Mm-hmm.
and SmackDown's thing is 6-pack challenges.
6-pack, right? Yes.
So now at least we have established that both show has a thing, so that's good.
Which I think we kind of all figured out. I knew right away who all 5 competitors were going to be. I think it was pretty obvious.
There's no reason to think otherwise.
Yeah.
The only reason to think otherwise is if like they put Dean in the match too.
Right. So actually, did Kurt announce it then, or did Roman come out first? Or you said you missed the first.
I told
couple
you
minutes.
I missed the first 15 minutes.
Sorry, sometimes I don't listen when you talk.
Oh, okay.
I think Roman came out
I would assume so.
and said that he was the one that was. I think Kurt announced it, and then Roman came out and said that he should be the one in line because he beat up Strowman. And
That seems
then,
fair.
Then Finn came out and said, "I beat you
And
on
he
Raw,"
also never lost the title.
and he never lost the title. Yes. So that, and then was it when Wyatt came out next? Yes. Yeah. Wyatt
I don't
must have came
know.
out. I'm just.
You're asking me like I know. I don't
Good
know.
thing you do a review show.
Hey,
Why
I got
not,
every
why not watch it.
everything else is 100%.
Well, obviously,
accurate.
if you missed the first fair enough. I missed SmackDown in the beginning the other week too.
Exactly. It
Yeah,
happens.
Wyatt came out and showed up.
And he probably did one of his annoying promos again.
I don't. I think he. Yeah, he did.
Yes.
He did. He
I'm
said a
good.
bunch of nonsense
I'm
as
good
usual.
at this game.
And then I see you wrote Seth Rollins and Joe, but I don't think they came out.
They were out.
Were they out?
I don't know if they came out and talked, but they were out.
Yeah.
I remember watching.
Oh
them.
yes. Joe
Yeah.
did come out.
Well, that's the whole reason why I knew who was in the
Rollins.
match.
Yeah.
Because I saw
Okay. Yeah.
him.
He announced them, and then they
Then
came
they
out.
started fighting.
Right. And
then-
everybody fought. And I guess most of it spilled to the outside of the ring.
Yes, but-
And Balor and Reigns were left in the ring, right?
Uh-huh.
I think Balor went for the coup de grace, and then Reigns, I think, got up, and then Reigns went for a Superman punch. Finn ducked it, and then he hit him with a sling blade, and I think
that sounds about right. That part
was
did
about
catch.
it. Yeah.
Yeah. All I know is that Balor ended up on top, and then the segment had ended.
It was kind of a typical start.
Yeah.
For recently, it seems like there's been a lot
At
of people in the beginning.
Mm-hmm. Well,
regardless if it's Raw or SmackDown.
It seems like now, since the shakeup, what they're trying to do is incorporate as many people into like the big like storyline.
Right.
This way, they can put more little people in.
I guess that makes sense.
Because something that happens later on is something that normally wouldn't make Raw.
Right.
Which is, I think, the
that's
second to last thing that happened. Right.
Yeah.
So.
Well, actually, both segments before the main event were cut.
What do you mean?
Oh, I'm sorry. I was kind of in and out of listening to what you were saying.
No, I'm just saying that they wouldn't have put the thing with the Golden Truth on Raw.
Oh,
if they didn't make room.
Oh, okay, I gotcha.
Because
Yeah,
if they made it so this was three separate things going on that required
yeah, fair enough.
X amount of time, they wouldn't have wasted their time
I was
doing that.
talking about the Hulu version. They cut
Oh, no,
the
it wasn't
entire. Yeah, that's why I was kind of listening because I don't know. It was weird. The volume level was really weird on it. I'm gonna look at the thing. Okay.
So, but yeah, after they went back from commercial, they had a backstage segment with Reigns, Balor, and Rollins arguing, which is kind of in line to what was going on with the women's division on SmackDown.
Yeah.
When Charlotte, Becky, and Naomi were arguing. So that was kind of funny.
Except we did not get a 6-person tag because there's not 6 people in it.
It's true because there's 5. And they're all in the same match in 3 weeks.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, then Angle walked over and he announced the matches for later on in the night where it was going to be Seth against Bray.
And Finn and Roman Reigns.
Yeah, which is weird because, like, why wouldn't Joe be in a match? You know, it could make a triple threat very easily.
Yeah, something.
So, who the hell knows?
Yeah. Next, we see, I think, Jeff or somebody walk into the ring backstage. I think it was Jeff, right? I think they had a small thing.
Probably.
Just maybe hyping the match up. But yeah, anyway, next we
did the up next thing.
Yeah, Jeff versus Sheamus. It's kind of a sloppy match. I feel like I don't know.
Yeah,
it wasn't well laid out. I feel like
Jeff and Sheamus really aren't very compatible opponents.
I think that's what it really
probably
was.
Has a lot to do with it.
Yeah,
because Sheamus isn't as athletic as say Cesaro is.
Mm-hmm.
So
yeah, because Jeff and Cesaro put on a pretty good match a couple weeks ago.
Mm-hmm. So, anyway, the finish of this match ended up where Matt and Cesaro were distracting or, fighting on the outside. Mm-hmm. And then Sheamus went to, I guess, break it up or whatever. It was distracted. Then Jeff hit him with the Twist of Fate and then a Swanton bomb.
I think the Twist of Fate was really ugly looking. I think that's more the finish was sloppy rather than the match.
Yeah, well,
overall.
It wasn't particularly bad, but
no.
it was. And coincidentally enough, this is exactly how every single Hardy's match has ended, except with the exception of the ladder match.
Yeah,
so
that's true. Up next we had a rematch from last week where with Alicia Fox and Sasha Banks.
Yeah.
I guess Noam Dar went up to Kurt Angle and asked him for a rematch because I guess Alicia Fox's shoulders were off the ground.
Yeah, I didn't quite catch what the reasoning was, but apparently it was not
it was. They showed a replay of it.
Yeah, it was kind of funny though because like why do this? You know what I mean? It seemed like such a throwaway segment.
I think they want to avoid what they had originally with the women's division on Raw,
having no depth. Doing anything.
Yeah,
I guess that makes sense.
Yeah,
and Alicia Fox did put on a good match.
She's good in the ring.
Yeah,
from what I've seen anyway. Because what I was saying a couple weeks ago, I think it was Alicia Fox when she wrestled Dana Brooke.
Mm-hmm.
The match started out really good,
but then it was very short.
Because I think, well, obviously Alicia Fox is more experienced than Brooke in the ring, but I think she was just too good for her, so she wasn't able to keep up the pace. So it kind of
that match ended with Emma coming out and distracting
Brooke, right?
Or Brooke just squashed her I guess.
Yeah,
I know the match was short. Emma came out. I don't think Emma played
that
a
was
part
when she
in
gave her
it.
the hug or something and left. Yeah,
and obviously they're not going to do anything with that, considering the fact that Emma got hurt again.
Yeah.
So,
but we actually, Alicia Fox actually won this match with
that was
scissor kick, I guess, to what the
it was the small of her back. It was an odd move, but she spent such little time like wrestling that she has no established finisher.
Yeah, so, I guess there was one part where Alicia threw Sasha out of the ring and she kind of landed on the apron, I guess on her leg or thigh or something.
It was weird because like it was sold as like a hurt leg, but she came back in and the move was towards her back. Yeah. Usually what they'll do is they'll try to keep some kind of consistency. So or for some reason the scissors kick was meant to be something different.
Possible.
Yeah, so who the hell knows?
Whatever. It got a win for Alicia Fox, so, I'm all for that. We got to build other characters up.
Yeah, it's true. And Noam Dar got to play the Alicia Fox role.
Yes.
Which
put her on his shoulders, and I thought he was going to drop her at one point.
Well, she's much taller than he is.
Yeah, I mean, I think they're both billed at 5'8", but she wears those heels too. But them standing next to each other, even in her wrestling attire, it was significantly taller than him.
He's a little guy.
It's true.
Yeah, he's definitely not 5'8".
Just saying what they bill him at.
No, I'm just saying because he's like visibly shorter than most of the cruiserweights.
Yeah, and I think everybody's probably around 5'8" or so.
Yeah, I was gonna say they're probably mostly below 6 foot.
Yeah, which I think they used to bill Rey Mysterio at like 5'6", and he was really 5'2".
Really?
Yeah.
Huh. That's weird. Yeah. Like, why would you? I still don't understand. The only thing that makes sense is with The Undertaker, because they built him taller than he was.
Or Cass, because of the whole...
that was going to be my next example. Because, like, obviously the 7 foot tall
thing... He couldn't be 6'10", and you can't teach that.
Yeah. I don't even think he's that tall. I think he's like... No, maybe he is.
I don't know.
I know The Undertaker's 6'10".
Yeah.
And Kane is the actual 7 foot tall. And which is funny because when they wrestle, Kane's visibly taller, at least by a little bit, than The Undertaker.
So up next, we had the Intercontinental title match that was signed last week.
Yeah, it was just randomly announced that it was going to be.
Yeah, and it was a kind of a weird spot on the card for this match to go on. It was like, 8:50, I think, something like that.
Yeah, it was pretty early.
Yeah, which this could have easily been the main event of the show because...
It was a really good match.
It was, and Dean and The Miz they put on good work together.
Yeah.
So.
It's funny because, in my opinion, SmackDown's gotten a lot less exciting since they left.
Yeah.
Which is weird because you never would have said, okay, the reason why SmackDown's good is because of those two.
Yeah, right.
So it's their dynamic with the other people, which makes them...
I think maybe their thought process on SmackDown anyway was Kevin Owens was going to be able to fill in for The Miz, and it just... I mean, it's good. Owens is still good, but it's different.
He's the highlight of the show, for sure. That Face of America stuff is fantastic.
Classic.
But it's just a different energy.
Yeah.
Because Owens is just like a very slow-paced, and he's kind of like subdued, whereas The Miz is in your face.
Yeah. So, and he just hits all those sore points and stuff like that.
It's
he's just more of a dick.
Heel. Yeah. He's more of a jerk than he is a bad guy.
Yeah.
So,
but it was a good match. The crowd was into it. Both we got Let's Go Miz, Let's Go Ambrose or whatever.
Usually when they cheer for the heels, if it's not AJ Styles, it's just a negative to the face.
Like, let's go Cena sucks kind of something. Yeah, basically. So. But it was a good part in the match where Dean was up top going for the elbow, right? And his elbow drop.
This is exactly what happened with Bray last week.
Right, but Maurice stood in front of the Miz, and Dean was like, I'm going to do it. I don't care if you're standing there. So then she was like, this guy's really a lunatic. So she moved out of the way, and Miz ended up getting hit with the elbow. But the finish of the match was Maurice distracted the referee, and the Miz was going for a low blow.
Well, because what happened was that he was watching, or the Dean was looking at the ref, trying to figure out what was going on, and then the Miz snuck up behind him, went for the low blow between
Dean
the legs.
caught it,
Yeah.
and then kind of turned him around and ended up kicking him.
Yeah.
For a low blow himself, getting disqualified.
It's like, you know what? I've had enough, and then he just kicked him right in the nuts. It was great.
See, I feel like this happened, not this exact one, but where the tables were turned. I think it was it AJ or maybe it was The Miz and Dean, where Dean accidentally low blowed him, but he was going for the title, so he got himself disqualified and didn't win it. I think it happened on SmackDown.
It was probably
where it was
Dean.
like accidental, and he was like, no.
Yeah, it was probably Dean.
Yeah, but this time it was intentional.
Yeah, and it was really good.
I'm gonna kick you in the balls.
And like, obviously, it was a screwy finish to the match, but like we said earlier, that this should have been the main event because of the energy that they got out of the crowd, the fact that it was actually for something. It was a back and forth where you didn't know for sure who was gonna win, because
I thought the Miz could have won it as well.
Exactly, because the Miz winning the title would still lead to a match at Extreme Rules,
right? At least a rematch or something like that.
Yeah.
Where
it's one of those, like, you could very easily just win back the title or continue the story the other way around,
right?
Because that's pretty much what happened with Kevin Owens and Jericho at Payback.
Right. Yeah.
Because you didn't expect Jericho to win, but they just switched it the next SmackDown.
Yeah.
So,
hey.
But yeah, very, very, very good match.
It was funny because, well, at least me, I was kind of poo-pooing on the idea of it originally because I was like, these two guys that went from SmackDown to Raw are now feuding.
Them.
I was kind of like, really?
They're just so good together.
Yeah.
It's great.
I like being proved wrong.
Yeah.
At least in this aspect.
Well, yeah, because this one is a positive.
It's true.
All right, so next was a backstage interview. Finn Balor is being interviewed about his match with Reigns. Yeah. So basically, Balor says that he can do things that a man twice his size can do, which isn't saying a whole lot because he's so small. Technically, he's a cruiserweight. I think he's
no.
Yes.
Is he under 205?
I'm almost positive that he is.
Oh, yeah, maybe he's like
not
190.
that tall, and he's super skinny.
Yeah, maybe. Yeah.
Even with muscle tone,
He's probably like 6 foot though.
I don't think he's that tall.
Yeah, I think he is.
He could be close, but he's very small.
Yeah. Well, his physique is insane.
And it could be that he was suggesting that he beat Roman Reigns, and so did Braun Strowman, because Braun Strowman's most certainly twice his size.
Yeah. So, well, you have both examples, twice his size and half his size. So.
Who's half his size?
Finn Balor.
Well, no, I meant that he was half 5'11", 190.
Okay.
So.
All right. There you go.
So he is below 6 foot tall. Not by much, but he's still taller than me.
That's why the cruiserweight thing is so weird, because there's so many people that could be in the cruiserweights that's not.
Supposedly, Dean could be as well, I think.
No, maybe the old cruiserweights, because wasn't it like 2 and
I think it was 225,
right? Because because there was the whole thing with Matt Hardy trying to get
awesome.
the weight.
That was great. Matt Hardy tried to slim down, and he was like doing his best to get down to the cruiserweight.
Mm-hmm. That was during the version 1
Yeah.
stuff? Yeah.
It was with Shannon Moore and everything. I think, if I'm not mistaken, he was facing Rey Mysterio.
Probably.
I could be wrong.
No, that makes sense. I think he's 225. Yeah.
Okay.
See.
Yeah. So I guess
build 6'4". I guess he is.
It's possible.
Yeah.
They're deceivingly big, and Roman's big, and Dean's not that small.
It's true.
Much smaller than him. Like, he weighs less, but he's just as tall. But yeah, Balor just says that he's not worried about Reigns, which makes sense.
Yeah. Like you said, he had a win over him once before, so
that, and he's the Demon King.
It's true. Damn, Seth Rollins always screaming "Demon King."
Yeah, that was definitely a strange thing.
Yeah. So next we had Alexa Bliss coming out, to which I'm pretty sure, insulted the Jersey crowd.
Oh, no, she was ripping them apart. There's a difference.
It's Jersey. It's so easy to insult
It is
them.
easy to make fun of them. But she was doing very good.
Yeah. But I think I forget exactly what she said, but she said, like, because they constantly started the what chant.
Yeah.
And she said, well, I don't remember.
imbecile says what?
Yeah,
or
there
something
you go.
like
Yeah,
that.
it was something to that extent. And she goes on about berating Bailey and saying that I guess Bailey comes out right and says that she wants a rematch at Extreme Rules. And then Bliss says that Bailey can't do Extreme, but then she said at the same time she was like an Extreme crybaby and other stuff. I think last week, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
but Bailey kind of blindsided her, I guess.
Yeah, well, she got fed up of being made fun of. So what she did, she attacked Bliss.
So Bliss rolled outside the ring and looked in like 3 different spots underneath the ring. And then I'm guessing Bray Wyatt was probably underneath the ring.
It's like, oh, hi, Bray. How are you doing?
What's that smell?
Yeah, that's fair.
So she picks up a kendo stick and goes back in the ring and
hits her in the back.
Yeah, like the back of the neck.
Yeah,
I guess it looked like a pretty nasty shot.
It's true,
but
she really likes that kendo stick.
Yeah. So, hey, we're gonna get a rematch
at Extreme Rules, which we kind of figured was gonna happen. But
we'll
that wasn't
later on in the night.
That wasn't announced until
later
on.
Yep.
Not that much later, but a little later.
Next, we had a backstage segment with The Miz demanding a rematch from Angle.
Yeah.
He says he'll have his rematch at Extreme Rules.
Yeah, but he doesn't want it to be a match where he can get
disqualified. Right, yes. And then Maurice starts yelling at Kurt in French.
It was funny because it was not prompted. She just started yelling.
It was like dead silence, and all of a sudden she just started going.
Yeah, because all Angle said is that you shouldn't have to worry about being disqualified or something like that.
Yeah, and then Maurice went off on her tirade. And then the
And
Drifter came through, starts playing his song, and then Kurt was like, "Can I help you?" And then he just stands there for a second, stares. I was really hoping he was going to say something, but we're not at that point yet, apparently.
It's fine. It's funny, and I like the fact that this is all they're doing with him for now.
Well, I mean, what do you really do with him?
It's true, but I'm just saying he's not really that developed as a talker.
No.
So, and he certainly doesn't know how to tune that guitar. So
that's the point of the gimmick.
Yeah. So,
but yeah, because I don't want him to fall by the wayside, kind of like Dillinger is on SmackDown.
Well, yeah, but we don't know for sure that that's a product of them not doing anything with him.
They just don't have any opponents.
Yeah, well, that's what I was going to say.
No,
they
I know.
Probably just don't have anything for him yet.
Yeah.
Oh, so it's not
give him time.
Yeah, because like if they get sour on Samson, they can just say, "Oh, okay, we're just gonna
put you on main event."
Yeah. Whereas Dillinger has such an upside that you kind of don't really have to worry about that as much.
Oh yeah, the crowd will always be chanting their tens.
It's true. After that is there's the match between, or is a tag match from the cruiserweight division.
This was the only cruiserweight match of the night.
I think there's only been one cruiserweight segment every Raw for the last few weeks,
and I'm pretty sure it was cut from Hulu again.
Probably. I don't care.
So this match, the crowd was not into it.
No. Just like most.
Terrible. No, I think there was a whole nother beach ball incident again.
Sounds about right.
Yeah. So, I mean, to be honest,
it was Neville and TJP versus Jack Gallagher and Austin Aries, which is very predictable because that's the only feud that's really been going on.
Yeah.
Or the main feud.
But yeah, the only other, well, there's been a couple other feuds.
Yeah, but
nothing to the high profile.
Yeah, well, because they're not going to put what is
Spanky and Tozawa?
No, well, they have put that on Raw, but they haven't really done anything with
Mustafa Ali.
Yeah, Mustafa Ali and Drew Gulak.
There was this great segment. It doesn't matter. There was that whole thing you heard about Randy Orton and the whole diving thing.
Yeah.
Well, there was a picture that surfaced on the internet yesterday of Drew Gulak holding up his no-flying zone, and Randy Orton stood next to him taking the picture. It was just a good laugh.
I guess he approves of Drew Gulak's cause.
Which I think he's got some good stuff. 205 Live. I enjoy it every week.
It's not bad.
It's
more entertaining than what they put on Raw, which kind of defeats the purpose of having
everything is storyline based.
Yeah.
There's not really much matches thrown together, and that's kind of nice.
Yeah.
But again, I don't know what they can do with it to get more viewers.
It's got a bad spot. That's right after SmackDown.
Yeah. Because I don't watch it live afterward.
No, I don't think anybody does. Probably.
What's the point when it's on the network whenever I need it?
You don't have to like watch the Hulu version,
right? Even though it is on Hulu.
Yeah, but you can watch it whenever.
Right.
I believe, and I don't know for sure, that TJP hits Gallagher with a detonation kick for the win. I'm pretty sure Gallagher took the pin.
Yeah. I'm gonna
say
sure.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's how it ended.
It really didn't matter. The last week on 205, they had a pretty good segment with Aries and Gallagher, thanking him for saving him the week before.
Yeah, and they had the beer,
and
Aries is like more of a red wine guy.
And then they booed him. So in the back, in the trainer room, Angle was talking with Bailey, and was he talking with Bailey or was he?
No, he came in. Bailey was sitting on the
bench, right?
Bench,
yeah, after getting smacked in the head.
Yeah,
and Angle makes the match for Extreme Rules between the two.
No
of them.
stipulation.
No. Kendo stick on a pole match.
No. That's what he said at first.
Oh, he said no stipulation?
No, he said that it's just going to be a straight-up wrestling match. She's like, well, I kind of want to get a chance of getting my revenge. So, and then he made a kendo stick on a pole match.
No Judy Bagwell on a pole match, though.
But no, it's Judy Bagwell on a forklift match.
Whatever. Same thing.
It's really funny, though, that they did that. Just how ridiculous it is.
Yeah.
It's been a very long time since we had a pole match of any kind.
It's true. Yeah.
But yeah, after that, they cut to a different section of the back where the Golden Truth are like getting
hyped, I guess.
Getting pumped up for their match later on.
Change their ways that they're going to
they're
be on have a winning record now.
Yeah, because they wanted the tag team titles. And they had a match against Gallagher and Anderson later on tonight. So
yeah, which we haven't seen that one before.
Yeah, exactly. So
it's so I don't know.
Anyway,
it's tough. Next up, we had the Finn Balor versus Roman Reigns match, which I guess this was a face-face match.
I guess so. It doesn't matter.
No, it doesn't. It was just different.
Technically speaking, any match, whoever Roman Reigns' opponent is the face.
The face, yeah.
So, anyway, this was contender number 2
for main event. Yeah, I agree.
There's a really good match, actually.
It was the only thing all right, well, we'll go through with the finish of it anyway. With Reigns getting the victory, Balor goes for the coup de grace, and when Reigns
knocks him
off the turnbuckle, right, and then he hits him with a spear.
Yeah, and then that was
the 3 count. Yeah,
but for me, it was nice because there was like a lot of like unsurety because
either of them could have won
looked
the match.
Like he was hurting pretty bad from his beatdown from Strowman.
Yeah.
Finn was selling a lot of like a back injury, I guess. That's why it took him so long to get to the top rope.
Yeah,
which let Reigns get up and knock him down. So that was good. And just there's a lot of good spots. You know what I mean? Balor's really good. Reigns, if as we've mentioned before, has the right opponent,
right,
then he's gonna have a good match.
Yeah, I think he could have sold it more.
Yeah, he still had to win though. So that's kind of.
He didn't technically have to win.
No, well, that's what he was told. You know what I mean? It's hard.
I guess
it's hard to argue with selling when.
But he's a much smaller guy. They should have made it a little more even, I guess.
But that's not even true though. Because technically speaking, if you take the size into consideration, Reigns should have won handedly.
I guess that's true.
So the fact that he had so much of trouble with it is something to speak of. So,
whatever, it doesn't matter.
Yeah, it was still a good match.
Yeah, no, I would agree with that.
There was a lot of good spots, and Balor obviously is very talented. So,
you have a favorite to win this Fatal 5-Way?
Seth Rollins.
Yeah. We saw this match though.
So. No,
it didn't finish.
Yeah,
didn't have a
we
finish.
Didn't see this match.
But Brock Lesnar beat the shit out of him.
Eat him alive, and then the Undertaker came out.
Yes,
this was also 2 years ago.
2 years ago.
Yeah. So, I'm thinking him just based off of the fact that it's not gonna be Roman.
No, because we're gonna get him at WrestleMania.
It's not gonna be Bray. Because he's never going to actually
amount to anything.
Yeah. It's not gonna be Joe.
No, there's no point.
Because they're not going to do a heel thing going on.
Which I guess we We go over this every time.
Lesnar has to be a heel. There's no reason for him to be face. And so that's why I'm thinking it's going to be Seth, because this lets...
I look at Lesnar as a face the same way I kind of look at Orton as a face.
Oh.
Yeah.
I guess.
It's just kind of there.
Yeah. Champions who don't care about their title.
Basically. Just not dragging it along the ramp.
Yeah. So, but yeah, and then with Balor, I feel like...
Not yet.
Balls of Fire isn't a good pay-per-view to have him lose.
It's not a good pay-per-view to begin with.
Well, I'm just saying that, if you put him SummerSlam, have him main event SummerSlam, and even if Balor loses, it's a little better than if it's a B pay-per-view.
Yeah.
So
I don't think Lesnar's losing the title regardless.
If he does, it's not going to be for a while.
Yeah, because like I said, I've heard the rumors of Strowman and Lesnar for
SummerSlam,
so I'd assume that's for the title as well. And considering they were just flipping them, which means I would assume Lesnar's just going to keep the title both times.
Yeah. So there's a chance he could lose at Survivor Series. He could lose at the Rumble.
It's true.
But he's probably not going to lose it before then.
Yeah.
Just based off of the fact that they're doing okay without the Universal title being on TV every week.
Yep.
So after the match or the Reigns,
it was like right at the end, right? And then we got cut to a promo of Wyatt.
Yeah, it was another closet interview or a closet promo.
Yeah,
where he's hanging out in the bowels of the arena.
Yep.
And
going on about his usual nonsense.
Yeah, he's going to be the new Universal Champion because this is his world.
I made such a bad joke one day when I was watching it with Christine. I was like, when Brace tells people to run, maybe he should take his own advice and he wouldn't be so husky.
It's true. Did you see the video of the thing that happened at the end of it was like after Raw, I think last week, where he was doing something with Reigns and he ran away like a scared little girl.
I didn't see the video. I heard about it though. Yeah,
I know where we can find it. I'll show you when we're done.
Okay.
Sounds good. It was actually pretty funny. But yeah, he says that Rollins will not survive against him tonight, which obviously is gonna happen.
They're trying. Trying what? I don't know. They're just trying something.
There could be some kind of effort. Who knows?
I guess.
And then, very,
man.
very interview heavy, this Raw.
Yeah.
Seth was backstage being interviewed, and then he's like, I think it was Charlie asked him what he thinks of Bray's threats, and he's like, I'm not worried.
No.
I've seen how they book this guy.
I've slayed the king, I'm going to slay the beast because I'm the one who slayed the king.
Yeah, so he thinks he's going to win the Fatal 5-Way.
Yeah. Which, so do you, so.
Yeah. It just makes sense.
Yeah, fair enough. But you remember what happened last time we talked about stuff making sense.
That's true. I forgot that this happened.
Oh, that was one of my favorite moments, part of the night.
Okay. Yeah, it was good, but I just completely forgot that it happened.
So good. But anyway, up next we had an interesting segment. I didn't see it coming.
There's a tag team match.
Yeah. So
it's supposed to be.
Right. The Golden Truth comes out, and they're doing their little sing-along.
Yeah, they had the words on the bottom of the screen again.
And R-Truth is doing his what's up thing, and then all of a sudden Goldust attacks him from behind.
Yeah.
Going, what the hell, man?
I was legitimately surprised.
I was sad.
Yeah, because I like the Golden Truth.
Yeah,
it was so much fun.
I have that shirt.
Yeah. Well, it was so much fun watching them,
be ridiculous together?
Well, no, when they first started teaming together because of how reluctant R-Truth was, I think. Yeah. And he was teaming with Tyler Breeze, and he had his wooden or his tree branch selfie stick.
Yeah.
That was awesome.
Yeah, it was pretty good. And so Goldust beat him down and then grabbed the microphone and said, "That's what's up."
Yeah,
and throws the microphone out of the ring.
Very jarring and confusing segment.
Booker T let us know that he was talking to Goldie earlier, and he wasn't his normal self.
Yeah, Booker T is terrible.
Yeah, he just kind of adds things.
He's worse than Otunga.
I don't know about that.
No, he is. Because he
wait till next week.
He
folks.
insinuates things that don't make any sense, and then he just says things that are dumb, and he talks more than Otunga does.
Yeah, well, that's true.
So and his input is useless.
Yeah, but Corey Graves doesn't yell at him. So
true.
hopefully he does that to Otunga.
Yeah, if he yells at Otunga, that makes Otunga better by
Yeah,
default.
True.
After that, Enzo and Cass come out.
This
because
was one
obviously that tag match didn't happen.
No, this was one of my favorite segments from the night. With Enzo being from Jersey and all, he was all in his get-up and whatnot. I think it said like New Jersey all on his shirt or something
what was
like
the
that.
Shirt?
I
can't remember, but it said Jersey on it.
Yeah. So Enzo and Cass are in the ring, and then all of a sudden, I guess, did they finish there? No,
Cass was about to do his "How you doing" thing,
yeah.
and that's when
Titus's music hit.
Yeah.
And him and Apollo come down, and Titus is doing his own version of Enzo's thing. You don't sound like you were impressed by it.
Well, it was funny.
Okay.
It was also funny with Titus wearing a suit and Apollo Crews wearing his ring gear.
Yeah. So they get in the ring, and Titus is still cutting his promo, and he's saying that, when Apollo Crews beats your boy Enzo tonight, I forget what exactly he said. I don't remember. He had some sort of line.
Yeah.
But then Cass has the mic in his hand. And he goes, "I don't know if you know this, but Enzo and Apollo aren't wrestling. I'm wrestling you." And then Titus is talking about his $2,400 suit, and his $1,200 shoes that he's wearing.
Ruin his
he
stuff.
can't wrestle. And then Cass is like, you look good. No, nobody's denying the fact that you look good. And then they made the Caracos parody, right?
Oh, yeah.
That he said, at the end of this, you won't like the way you look, or something like that. I guarantee it. Yeah. So I got a good kick out of that.
Yeah. Also, that's the Men's Warehouse.
Is it Men's Warehouse? Okay.
It's not Caracos.
Well, whatever. It's all the same shit.
Anyway, so Titus, then I can't remember the word I was looking to say.
All right. Well, I mean, it wasn't really much of a match.
No. But I was just saying he ended up having the match with the suit on.
Yeah. So he took off his jacket, and I think Cass ended up in the corner.
Yeah.
So as he's in the corner, I guess Titus was beating down on him. Then he backs up a little and starts pulling off his belt.
Yeah, I thought he was going to take his pants off. It was a little disturbing.
No, at least he's not going to mouth kiss anybody tonight.
It's true. He took
he
his belt off, I guess, in the intention to use it on Cass, which is illegal.
Yeah,
but I guess that doesn't matter.
He's gonna use the strap.
Yeah, and then Enzo jumps on the apron and is like, "Don't you use that belt?" And then that's when Cass
turns around and hit him with a nasty big boot.
Yeah, and
got the 3 count. So after the match happened, Apollo gets in the ring and is kind of consoling Titus. And you knew something was going to happen because Big Cass left the ring, and Enzo kind of stood in the ring still, and then he grabbed, I guess, Apollo.
No, Enzo jumped into the ring after they left.
No, yeah.
Enzo wasn't in the ring when they won. Cass left.
Oh, okay. Cass was out of the ring, and Enzo jumped in and then grabbed
I guess it was Titus's phone.
Yeah. And
he went to have a selfie or take a selfie.
And Apollo Crews kind of saw him, was like, "The hell are you doing?" And then jumped and gave him a kick to the back of the head. So I guess that's Apollo's heel turn?
I guess. I mean, it's hard to say because technically he was just protecting his friend.
Yeah.
But then, I guess that's going to insinuate that this is going to be the start of a feud between the 4 of them, or the 2 teams.
And Enzo rolls out of the ring. Cass like, "Why would you do that?" It's just his body language is like, "You're an idiot. You knew this was going to happen."
It's true.
I always have to pick up the pieces.
Also true.
Yeah.
But yeah, up next was a backstage segment where Neville, I guess, was, I don't know, just hanging out in the locker room.
Yeah.
Oh no. TJP was taking off his ring gear. And
I don't remember.
Yeah,
this segment.
Neville comes up, and TJP goes, "Oh, still haven't gotten what I wanted," meaning the title match.
Oh, yeah.
And then Neville tells them to be patient, and they still have the Austin Aries problem, and they'll take care of it tomorrow.
Yeah, which I think TJP was fighting Aries again on 205.
Yeah.
So.
And, that was it.
That brings us to our main event of the evening.
Yep.
Bray Wyatt versus Seth Rollins.
The smelly guy versus CrossFit Jesus.
Yes. Probably the least out of the 3 matches that should have been in the main event.
Yes, it was the number 3 of 3.
Yeah. But it was an all right match.
It was okay. The biggest problem with the match was the way it ended.
Yeah.
Because like I was thinking about it during the show. I'm like, why would they have
this be
Bray
the end
versus Seth be the main event?
Yeah.
Because you could very easily justify having Roman Reigns and
Finn Balor. Yeah, that's what I figured.
regardless of who won, you can justify it.
Yeah.
And the Intercontinental match would have felt more important if it was put on last.
Right. But I don't think, for the simple fact of Finn, who knows what the dark match was? We don't know what that was, too.
It could have just
been Joe and somebody, yeah.
Yeah.
But I don't think they wanted to end the show with booze, with Reigns winning, because inevitably that's what happened.
Well, if they did the IC title match, they wouldn't end it with booze.
Right, but you're all of a sudden making something of the Universal title, so why would you put that title?
I guess that's true.
So I think that was there.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah.
And then it ended subtly, obviously.
Yeah, I was falling asleep during this match, so.
And I'm like, something interesting has to happen. And then
couldn't have been more wrong.
Yeah, it was the most predictable way that this could end.
Joe comes out from the crowd and levels Rollins. I guess they were battling on the outside, right? Rollins and Bray.
Yeah. Rollins had, I guess, done a suicide dive on the outside, and that's when Joe came out.
Yeah. And then I guess that caused the disqualification then and there.
Because it's weird, because sometimes they DQ people from the outside, other times they don't.
Just change the rules.
Yeah,
that's the way. So then I guess Rollins got rolled back in the ring, and they kind of looked at each other and then started beating down on Rollins.
They took turns stomping him.
Yeah, and then I guess Joe turned his back for a second on...
well, Bray tried to get him to stop.
Oh, is that what
Or he was saying that's enough,
and
then Joe went back, and that's when... Bray hit him with
Sister Abigail.
Oh, no. First he did hit one on Joe, and then he hit
another one on Seth. Yeah, he picked him back up. Yeah.
Okay. I know he hit both of them. I wasn't sure of the order.
Which, is this the second week in a row Bray Wyatt was standing tall? What did we have for our main event last week? Was it Bray Wyatt versus Ambrose?
Yeah.
Yeah. With the same thing happening, I think.
Probably. Something similar, at the very least. So.
Yeah, but he's been the main event for the last 2 weeks, so something different.
I guess so. I don't know. Not the best way to end the show for sure, but whatever.
But, so that has been our Raw review.
It's true. If you like what you see here, please like, comment, and subscribe.
All right. Bye.
Bye.